Hi you guys, so I'm back. 2 weeks ago when I did my last unboxing, was it 2 weeks ago? Not sure. I mentioned doing a collection update. Obviously because I only really buy what I'm interested in, I don't always unbox the latest stuff. I try to as much as I can for the interest that I have, but obviously I'm going to buy unrelated, latest releases, imports and other things. So amongst that I don't believe deserve an actual unboxing specifically on that, I figured once I've bought enough, I figured I'd do a collection update, a vlog of sorts. So this is what it's going to be. There'll be anime, anything Japanese related, and maybe a few anime unrelated stuff just to see what I'm buying, what I'm into, and where I'm going when initially nothing's coming out. So without further ado, I will show you how my room has changed to begin with. Because certainly it's been say 4 or 5 months since I'd done my February update, well, collection video, and my walls have certainly changed. I'll do a pan round with a video showing you the gaming posters, the new art cards I've put up, as few as they have been really, and my door's been updated and whatnot. So really that should be playing. So you'll see how I've changed Psycho Busujima over beside my bed for. She's just over there because I don't want to put her down, and I wanted a gaming corner behind my PlayStation and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't really want to put her down, so she's beside my bed. Don't think anything weird of that. I've got new posters above my bed as well that I bought from London last Saturday. Down in London. Yes, so I've got my gaming corner slowly progressing. My door has made progress on the Neo posters as well. So that's how my wall and my room looks now. So without further ado, let's move on to what I've actually physically made in my collection. So first up is 5 centimeters per second. A film that when I first originally watched I didn't think much of, but when I went away from it and everything, it kind of rang home to me because it should have hit me harder than what it should have. So I'm hoping to watch it a second time and enjoy it more because of how I can relate to it a little bit. So 5 centimeters per second DVD, unfortunately. I would have enjoyed the Blu-ray copy, but I wasn't prepared to pay something like, I think was it anything up to 25 quid for a Blu-ray copy for a 60-minute film. It's a bit much. Next, not anime, but Train to Busan, a Korean film, a Korean zombie film. I enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of people have bigged this up to be one of the best zombie films and possibly one of the best zombie films to come out of last year, and if not one of the best zombie films ever, apparently. I enjoyed it. It's a good film. I mean, as you'll see from the blurb back here, best zombie film since 28 Days Later. I enjoyed it. I definitely do think it was a good film. The cliches and everything do kind of are a bit of an eyesore if you pay attention to them and you watch out for them. So, but all in all, it was a good watch. I enjoyed it, especially some of the scenes where there was this one scene you had to get through a train carriage in like 3 minutes because passing through a tunnel, so they got to get through this carriage full of zombies in like 3 minutes, which was completely mad. Some of the action in it is mad, and it's quite enjoyable. And if you do ever get around to watch it, it definitely is worth a watch. So I have, I believe, 3 imports. Starting off with Plastic Memories, an Australian release. Unfortunately, I did get bitten on imports, and I'm hoping to resolve that, because I don't believe I should have been charged for imports for this. But here's the Australian copy of Plastic Memories. This was recommended me courtesy of Are Coolest. He noticed there was a sale on for Plastic Memories, and since Plastic Memories was supposed to come out last year by Anime Limited for the UK, how much I actually was supposed to pick this up for seemed like a bargain because I did want plastic memories. So if I can get my import charges solved, it will have been worth it. But thank you, Adecorlist, for mentioning that. If I can get my import charges sorted out, I'll be happy with the purchase. If I can sort them out. So here I believe is the last of the imports, and this is Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Amongst some of the first anime I ever watched. So I'm really surprised this actually got a release. Because it just seems really niche. Like it would, I didn't think this would actually get a release. Primarily because I just didn't think it would, honestly. It didn't seem popular enough. And to be honest, it is released by Discotech Media, which again is no surprise, releasing such a niche title. So Arpeggio Blue Steel is a good anime, do quite enjoy it. It's about sea combat between ships that have AI and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, is it on Netflix? Is it still on Netflix? That's where I watched it. So I did quite enjoy Arpeggio. Finally got around to buying it. I've been wanting to buy it for a while. It took me about just as long as to buy Axel World on Blu-ray. I sold Axel World on Blu-ray on DVD. Sorry, meaning to pick up the DVD. Sold it on DVD, meaning to pick up the Blu-ray copies, and it took me practically a year to buy it. So a collector's edition that actually never made an unboxing because of how late I picked it up. Durarara X2 Show. I've actually made a file to mean to unbox this with all the introduction and everything, but I just never got round to it. And with how late I actually bought it, it just didn't seem worth it. What I will say is, I did manage to pick this up for a bargain. I found a seller on Amazon selling it for £20. I got Durarara X2 Show for £20. So, bit of a steal that one. Right, steering off the anime train, but staying on DVDs and physical releases. I bought, Pension V had a Marvel sale, and I bought Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, because who doesn't like Deadpool, and Ant-Man, recommended to me by my best bud, Jims, and he's making me watch Marvel films, and I'm rather enjoying them for the ones he's recommended, so. Okay, so moving back onto anime. Moving on to manga. Despite the fact I don't really read, and I bought these and still not read them. I tried reading Konosuba, but it wasn't as good. Well, I haven't tried much really, but I was having a mad run on Konosuba. So I bought volume 1, and I bought volume 2. And one of the manga that I've probably made the most progress in, that's ran for longer than 7 volumes, with the exception of a silent voice, is Say I Love You, a high school romance series, which had an anime, which I have shown in the past. It is a favourite. I do like this series. And obviously volumes 5, 6 and 7 have interest in it. It's just a case of whether or not I'll actually get around to watching it. Right, so again, with everything related, I obviously play games. So I picked up 2 games across, well, I say 3 really. I play Final Fantasy 14 online. I do have Stormblood. I haven't really played much of it. I've tried to play it and tried to get invested, and it's just not happening at the moment. I did enjoy Heaven's Ward, but for the time being, for whatever reason, I'm just not enjoying Stormblood as much as I would hope. Probably because of my attitude towards games currently, that's probably the issue. So hopefully I'll take a break from it, because I'm currently playing Trails of Cold Steel on my PlayStation Vita. I want to get back into playing my Vita again, because I'm I kind of missed playing my Vita. It's when I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I kind of missed playing MMOs. So I played Final Fantasy XIV solid for about 3-4 months. So I'm hoping to go back to my Vita for a while, play my Vita for a while, maybe pick up a couple of games. I'm interested in Root Letter, and I think there was another one. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. But Root Letter because it being a visual novel, and I'm hoping to play my Vita a bit more. But moving on to games anyway. I'm hoping to use the Vita's remote play a bit more because I do quite enjoy having games from my PS4 on my Vita. It doesn't work perfectly well, but I enjoyed enough. I played Persona 5 on my Vita, works lovely. The colours aren't as vibrant, but it still plays well, and you could play Persona 5 on the Vita. But obviously, doesn't make the unboxing videos, is Tales of Berseria. If I haven't mentioned in the past, I've been interested in writing a story for the past 2 years. Haven't really sat down and bothered to do it, but when I initially played the demo and heard about the story of Tales of Berseria, it is quite similar to a tale I would like to tell. So it captured my interest. As much as I'm not keen on the combat, the story captured my interest because it's very similar to a story I'd like to write, and it's been called one of the best, if not the best, Tales game currently. So Tales of Berseria. And for what I've played of this so far, I'm actually a little disappointed. The Walking Dead Season 3. I've played the first 2 episodes so far, and don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. But I've got to be honest, it's just not that great so far. It's just not as emotionally impactful. It's not that interesting. I mean, sure, Clementine's here, and it's great to have Clementine back, and you know. But for the 2 episodes I've played so far, she's the only connection from the past 2 seasons, and with the characters she's with, I have no feelings for them. I don't care about them too much. I'm just not interested, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I was hoping for something more interesting for Season 3, but hopefully we'll get something out of it in the upcoming couple of episodes. It's an easy platinum, it's just like Season 1. I like my platinums for my PlayStation, my profile. But yeah, story-wise, quite disappointing, not as emotionally impactful. Very short so far, like each episode lasts about an hour and a half. I could swear they did last a bit longer in the previous seasons, so maybe that's just me. But so far I've been quite disappointed, especially considering how much The Walking Dead Season 3 actually costs. I didn't pay 25 quid, I traded in for it, but yeah, quite disappointed so far. Well, I'll say last but not least, Japanese music. For what's available here in the UK anyway, because I do believe they have available. They have an album called New Beginning, which is not available here in the UK. You have to import it. But Maid, I actually really do like Maid. I like Baby Metal as well, but I feel Maid are a more mature group. I'll put a quick snippet of one of the tracks I do like. You can go check them out. That doesn't necessarily mean I understand Japanese. That doesn't necessarily understand what they're singing about or what the subject of the song is. I just really like them to sit down and listen to them and enjoy listening to them. You know, I just like what the kind of music they play and how it sounds, so to say. I haven't really looked into lyrics per se. I've just really enjoyed listening to it, so to say. So, Maid, brand new Maid, and their latest album, Just Bring It. If you'd like to see what's on them, hopefully the quality's good enough for you to read it. If not, I'll put a picture of it in. Brand new Maid. Maid. I think last but not least, I mean, it's still Japanese, it's a bit nifty. Like I said, I was in London last Saturday and I picked up a Japanese themed notebook. Just showing it. It's really nice. I quite like it. Just a little thing. And that will do it for the collection update. As far as I'm concerned, I wrote down a note of everything I've got over the past like 4 months. So I think that's it for now. I'm hoping to do another collection update, you know, maybe at the end of the year, see what happens, what I get, because I've been looking. There's a few Blu-rays I've been considering ones to pick up, like the ones I'm missing from. The only thing I'm missing from the key visuals is Little Busters, and that's finally been released. I still want to pick up Kokoro Connect, the OVAs. Actually, that is another thing. I completely forgot about that. MVM had their sale on, deal of the week. Kokoro Connect. I missed Kokoro Connect. Damn it. Kokoro Connect is a good series. It is a good series. And the OVAs are supposed to be better than the series. Apparently, it's the only time I've heard OVAs are better than the series. And it's the only reason why I've got interest in them, because otherwise I'd steer clear of them. I would be far gone from the OVAs. I typically, when I hear anything about OVAs or I get included with OVAs, I'm like, it's nice, but I'm not interested. But Kokoro Connect, I'm interested because the amount of praise they've got for the OVAs. So I believe that's it for the collection. So schedule-wise, just to end the video on a schedule note, really what's coming up in my interest personally, there's not a lot. Like literally at the end of the month, there's Charlotte Part 2, which I will get and I will unbox. But there's not really anything else coming out for a while that really piques my interest. Like I was planning to get Danmachi and just kind of lost interest. I was just like, I'm happy with the standard release. You know, the deluxe edition didn't really interest me as much. Sure, it looks nice, but I was like 35 quid. I was like, you know, I could shave 10, 15 quid off and get a standard release when it comes out or when it goes on sale. So I really wasn't fussed in that. Oromonogatari. Again, they wanted 50 quid for that, and again, I couldn't warrant that. I was like, I'm happy with a standard release, just give me a standard release for £20 less. And, well, that was when it was pre-order for £50, again, it just didn't really interest me. So, what my actual schedule entails, it does sound like I will be going on hiatus for a while. Just because there's just not really anything coming out that really interests me. The Charlotte's Part 2, Erased, had been put back for the umpteenth time, unfortunately. I remember when that was supposed to come out at the beginning of the year, like February, and it's been pushed back so many times, that one has. Then again, there's still been no mention of Plastic Memories or Death Parade. Death Parade is one of the ones I really, really want. And we're hoping to hear something of a end of year release, I think. But it's looking more and more like 2018. There is The Boy and the Beast, the other Mamoru Hosoda film that I have interest in. I have seen it, good film. We're the only ones yet to get it because Australia's had their release and America's had their release. The Mamoru Hosoda films are being re-released in the collector's edition format. Whether or not that will be the carbon copy of Funimation's collector's edition release, we have yet to see. Or whether, I do believe it's Manga UK distributing it, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check that up. It is on Amazon. You can see it on Amazon in their pre-orders. You can see it, their listings there, because they have leaked Manga UK's Q4 releases. So do have a look on there if that interests you. And yes, I think that's it. I probably will be on hiatus until Q3. Well, technically we're in Q3, but possibly till the end of Q3 with more announcements and whatnot coming up. So unfortunately there isn't really an awful lot I plan to get. I'm in money saving mode essentially, especially after going to London and spending something like £100 in London on clothes, stuff for uni, and like I said, the posters I bought behind my bed. So yeah, that'll wrap it up, guys. So like I said, I will be going on a hiatus for a while, so if you don't see any activity on this channel, do not be alarmed. It's just a case of like there's just nothing coming in, nothing I'm interested in. I wish I could bring more content, whether it be reviews or my personal interest for anime coming out, like actual airing anime. You know, if you want an opinion, my opinion of what I'm watching or what's coming out, you know, just let me know. I mean, I want to be more active on this channel, but again, I'm an unboxing channel. I'm too laid back to be a review channel or anything like that. Not to mention, honestly, my interest for anime has been dwindling rather a lot lately. It's very hard for me to sit down and get into a new anime. I've been watching the 7 Deadly Sins recently, and I think I'm on like episode 8, and I'm just not too fussed. Other than a couple quirky jokes, I haven't been really interested in it. Unless I'm watching something I've already seen. Personally, I'm not too fussed. I did finally finish watching Attack on Titan Season 2. Yeah, 4 years, 12 episodes. And how some of the things that were done I didn't like, but if people want to talk about that, I'll make a separate video for that, especially with spoilers and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I'm rambling on. That was my collection update. I hope you guys enjoyed to see what you know, I've got and what I've updated with. And oh yes, I also bought a new SSD for my computer. Open that up and put an SSD. If you want an upgrade for your computer, SSD is a fantastic upgrade. Much faster. Because I was playing Final Fantasy and my load times were horrendous. They were anything up to like between 50 seconds to like a minute and 20. I was getting my instant queues while I was loading, and my loading screen would take long enough for those instant queues to disappear. And that annoyed the living hell out of me, and it happened several times. So I bought an SSD and it cut down my load times from like 50 to a minute 20 down to something like no longer than 10 seconds. I don't think I have a load... Excuse me, I'm talking a lot. I don't have a load screen longer than about 10 seconds playing Final Fantasy, which is brilliant. Brilliant, SSD, great. So I'm going to stop rambling. So yes, my collection, that is the new update. That's what I've got and haven't been made into the videos. So hopefully I can make more of these. There are a couple more releases I do plan to pick up that are outside the collector's edition genre or releases. So hopefully they'll make it into a collection update video. And that's probably the format I'm going to go with for these kind of things. Just a big video. So this video is probably about 20 minutes long, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I wonder who makes it to the end. So that will do it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, for my rambles and whatnot. Just 20 minutes is a long time for a video, especially a guy just standing in front of a camera and nothing's really happening. So yes, as always guys, thank you for checking out my channel, being interested in what I've got and what I will be getting. And I'm just happy to help you guys make a better insight on releases that are coming out in the UK and whether or not you plan to pick them up. So, and before I go, I will mention, yes, I have lost my long hair and I do have a bald spot. It's awful, I know. Anyone that knows me probably have noticed that already. So there we go guys, collection update. I've said that about 5 times now. So as always, thank you for checking out my unboxings on my channel, and as always, take care and have fun.